Hello everyone and welcome to my 47th review. Today I'll be reviewing Roadrunner New Lightning Machine by Brockhampton. This is the newest album since 2019 and apparently the second last album from them for a while. And with that news plus them not releasing an album last year, which was odd for them, but I understand, gave me hope they would improve a lot. What also made me excited was them bringing a lot more guest features with Danny Brown, JPEGMAFIA, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, SoGone SoFlexy, Charlie Wilson, Baird, and more uncredited. They've had guests in the past, but not as much as this, so it'd be exciting to see if we would get more creativity sonic-wise with working with others. And after listening to it, while it's nothing new, they still bring incredible songs with more hip-hop and pop-style sounds with its aggressive and saddening moments. Let's get into this. BUZZCUT is the intro and was excited to hear this when it was released as a single, considering it's a new single since 2020 and features Danny Brown. This is definitely one of the best songs with its aggressive feel, with an incredible performance from Kevin and Danny Brown on the heavy instrumental with these sirens, heavy bass, and drums. Then I wasn't expecting a beat switch with it calming down more, being a somewhat completely different song. Sounding very angelic and triumphant, having Joba bringing angelic vocals and Merlin somewhat jokingly yelling behind him with a great sax solo that I kind of wish was louder. This whole part makes this sound so much better, and this song in general is incredible. Chain On was a song previously released last year, part of their Technical Difficulty series, and I thought it was a fine song. I was sad that the Hold Me part wasn't on this, but it makes sense with all the samples used, but I do prefer that part. But I thought the Chain On part was fine. Kind of boring in my opinion. I don't mind the looping sample or instrumental, but I would have liked more throughout. I know I just praised the Promises album by Sam Farrell and the London Symphony Orchestra being the same somewhat throughout, but that sounded beautiful. This is somewhat basic, and they were able to change it up somewhat throughout. But Kevin on the chorus is very laid back and fine, but not very good either. JPEGMAFIA brings a good energy, but I still don't really care for him. Better in his performances on his solo work, I guess. But adding on from the original is a verse from Dom, and he saves this song so much with a great energy and great writing too. So this is my least favorite song, but the instrumental, while boring, not bad. Then Kevin and Peggy are fine, but Dom is incredible and saves the song, really. Count on Me was another single, and I really like this song. Not as good as other songs, but I love the feel-good vibe to this song. Also wasn't expecting on this song verses from ASAP Rocky, SoGone SoFlexy, down the chorus Ryan Betty and Shawn Mendes. So while there's a lack of Brockhampton members, they still bring great performances with other guests. Well, the verses from ASAP Rocky, SoGone SoFlexy, and Matt, they bring energetic feels that sound great. Then the feel-good and lively chorus from Ryan, Sean, and Jabari is great and catchy. I also love that Jabari provides a lot of vocals on this album. So it's not as good compared to other songs, but is a favorite of mine. BANKROLL is probably the one I was most excited to hear because I've seen a lot of people talk about this song and all the leaks years ago. I never heard the snippets, but it made me excited. And also seeing it feature ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg made me excited, and seeing it would be a more aggressive song like BUZZCUT. And it bringing a great energy and one of the best songs on this album, starting with ASAP Ferg being an incredible verse, fitting very well with the heavy bass and drums, then the frightening synths and guitars fitting so well, with Ferg's accent and fast flows. ASAP Rocky doesn't really offer a lot except the pre-chorus and some ad-libs, but he's great, but would have loved more from him. But I do like the ad-libs on the chorus with it calming down with Merlin, to then get more aggressive with Matt. Merlin brings a great verse, and Jabari also brings a great verse, calming everything down with good singing. After that, going to half speed and more mellow, which is fine, but I don't like the off-tempo vocals from Merlin, but whatever. This song overall is a great song, top 3 definitely. The Light then takes a big turn sonic-wise, going more rock-inspired and also one of the most saddening songs from Brockhampton. This song really shows a big highlight from Joba and also Kevin, but Joba brings a lot going into his mental health and his father's suicide. It brings one of his best performances in general on the album, with Kevin going into his family and childhood, bringing an angry performance. I do personally prefer other songs over this, but this is definitely one of the best Brockhampton songs in general in my opinion. Windows is another amazing on this song with another feature from SoGone SoFlexy and all vocal Brockhampton members. Starting with SoGone SoFlexy bringing a calm feel, talking about him coming from hard times back then, and I wish his verse was longer. Then Merlin comes bringing a more aggressive verse, with Matt also bringing that Then calm down with a great chorus from Jabari bringing the menacing feel, then a great aggressive verse from Dom talking about I think trying to get out of hard times but failing. To then have another highlight in a great verse from Joba touching on police brutality. To then calm down with Ryan Betty, but then also go into a more heartbroken sounding verse from Bareface to end it off, and making it probably my favorite Brockhampton song in general and my favorite on this album. I'll Take You On was a song I was really excited going into because of it featuring Charlie Wilson. After hearing it, it's fine, but it is kind of disappointing. With a more laid back and heartfelt song that doesn't sound bad, but isn't the best compared to other songs. Like, I don't really care for the drums on this song, it would have liked more saxophone. But it's still good vocally and has good and lush guitar and also a great lively chorus. It's not really as impressive as other songs and also would have liked more from Charlie, because he barely offers anything, so this is one of my least favorite songs. Old News is similar to I'll Take You On and is better in my opinion, but still not the best compared to others. I do love this song with a great feel, with lush vocals and calm guitar and heavy bass. This is one of my favorites, but still not as good compared to other songs, so it is one of my least favorites, I guess. What's the Occasion is another calm and heartfelt song that is definitely one of the best songs. With calm guitar and great vocals from Joba on the chorus, it is then great to get more aggressive with the drums and electric guitar, and with them bringing beautiful and honest seeming verses, with Matt bringing a great verse and Joba with a calm, great chorus and a good verse as well. This is one of my favorites and one of the best songs in this album. When I Balled and brings in a much more cheery song reminiscing on their childhoods, with a great instrumental from Baird, Goldwash, and Chad Hugo bringing snappy drums, cheery piano, and beautiful strains make it one of my favorite instrumentals and fits so well with what everyone does. Dom and Matt bring great verses that sound very wondering, then a great lively chorus bringing an uplifting feel to everything. This isn't the best compared to other songs personally, but still one of my favorites. Don't Show at the Party then brings a very aggressive G-funk sounding song focusing on social issues like racism, homophobia, and more like gun violence, I assume. The strong synths and angry sounding vocals from Kevin and Matt. Then when it gets to Joba, I like how it calms down, to then go back to being aggressive with the chorus. This is an incredible song all around with honest performances and a top 3 for me. Dear Lord was a big unexpected song with Bareface bringing calm and angelic vocals bringing basically a gospel song. And I love that sort of sound, with Bareface asking the Lord to help others, and it sounds incredible with calm snaps and great roads to fit well and make this sound even better. It's definitely one of the best songs on the album, still not as good compared to full songs, but this song sounds incredible and is beautiful. The light part 2 is the outro, and I knew it would be another very depressing and honest song, and it's incredible, and I personally like this part more than the first. Bringing incredible performances from Kevin and Joba again, with calm guitar and a great choir, and this song is just beautiful. With Kevin bringing incredible verses focusing on his mental health, childhood, and racism, it seems, and sound very angry at some points, also on the verge of tears. This is one of Kevin's best performances. And Joba focuses on his dad's suicide again and seems to talk to him, asking if it was worth it, and it's just beautiful. It's definitely one of the best songs from Brockhampton, and an incredible outro, a top 5 for sure. And all I really have to say left is, I think they're still able to bring the same vibes but implement new things without being saddening moments to make it enjoyable. 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching.